Do you have any personal Mount Rushmore of Masters moments? You got any like top tier, the ones that stand out to you the most?
Yeah, I do. And I'm going to put the Freddie win in 92 in a special box over here. That was really personal. Okay. Because that's like Hollywood make-believe fantasy stuff that two kids could practice that scene of the green jacket presentation and actually have to do it for real. That was choking my guts out, and so was he. We barely could get the words out. That was a watershed moment for me. I really, truly feared if I could emotionally hold up for that, but we both did, and I was able to get us off the air clean. And that one's in its own category. But I've got three. One would be Jack Nicklaus, 1986, my first. Now, you guys weren't around to see it.
Oh, I know it. It was him, the shark, and
Seve,
yeah.
Tom Kite. Yeah. Tom Watson, Bernhard Langer. I mean, it was a load of Corey Pavin. They were all jockeying. Greg Norman, like you said, they were all in the mix. And that's when you mentioned it earlier. I was just a young kid. Chill bumps up and down my arms. My teeth were chattering. Jack made a pivotal birdie on my hole, the 16th. And I uttered the words, "The bear has come out of hibernation." Now, I did not know where that line came from. I truly thought I'm incapable of coming up with that narrative, that clip,
epic,
that caption. And I began to have doubt in my head as the broadcast continued because we still had Seve to come through. Norman, Jack had gone out way ahead of them. And I began to think I just plagiarized a remark that someone else had said earlier in the show. We had announcers from 10 in. So I thought, well, maybe someone down there at Amen Corner had said. No one had, as it turns out.
Ohio ball player, man. Shout out to Jack.
To debut with Jack was crazy. And then I will go Tiger, 97. Not that it was competitive. Now, I know you boys remember that one. Yeah. I called that one. I was at the 18th by then. And I called it a win for the ages. That was one of my lines. Jason, you asked me about this earlier. That line I had pre-planned.
Okay.
He had a 6-shot lead going into Sunday, and he was running away from the field. And I knew that clip was going to have the narrative
forever.
Played with it forever.
Yeah,
forever.
You know, this is a piece. There's a permanence to it. It's going to be a couple hundred years from now when they come on the air with the Masters and they do the montage. That clip of Tiger winning in 97 will be on there.
100%.
Dragged into history with it is the little narrative. There it is, a win for the ages.
Yes.
So I thought about that a lot the night before. I knew it had to be short. I knew it had to match up with the moment in a historical sense. And I'm really happy that was the line that we landed on. But after that, on that short list, Travis, would be Tiger again in 2019.
Full circle.
When he was given up for not being competitive again, and it came full circle, and now he's hugging his kids behind the 18th green, basically on the same spot where his dad had embraced him 22 years earlier.
So beautiful, man.
Now that's what we are. We're storytellers. We're not spewing stats. We're trying to tell people what's inside of their hearts and what this moment contextually means. And I happen to be at both of those. I call that one the return to glory because his kids had never seen him be the champion golfer that he was, like we knew him. And I saw them behind the 18th green. I was told earlier in the day they were not on property, but they were. And I just thought, what a gift to have them see their father, have this encore performance. And I just kept thinking of the word glory as this was all playing out. And when he knocked in the last putt, I just said, not with a lot of exclamation, almost soulful, because he had been through the long road back. And I just said, the return to glory. It felt like it matched that moment. But that's on that short list. And the last one I would say would be Rory last year, the career Grand Slam. Yep. The ups and downs, the wild Odyssey ride he put us on Sunday when he won it, lost it, double bogeyed the first hole, nearly shanked it at 13. You're like, what's going on here? Yeah. And then to rally and win it in the playoff over Rosie was storybook stuff.
Those are four iconic, absolutely iconic. I think the 86 one came across my Instagram feed the other day, and there was a moment where the shark, Norman, is just taking the deepest breath on 18 before his approach shot. And you could tell, man, that there's nothing like that tournament.
You're incredible at what you do, Jim. And that's why you get asked to do all these things. And that's why people remember you and have such affection for you, because you're remarkable. You're the best play-by-play.
If you're a true sports fan, then you already know this name, Jim Nantz, the voice that has defined some of the most emotional and unforgettable moments in sports history. And today, he takes us inside something truly special, his personal Mount Rushmore of Masters moments. When we talk about greatness in golf, there is nothing quite like the Masters. It's not just a tournament. It's tradition, pressure, history, and pure magic all happening at one place. And Jim Nantz has seen it all. The roars, the heartbreaks, the impossible shots that no one believed could happen. From Tiger Woods' legendary rise that changed the sport forever, to those final, silent seconds before a green jacket is placed on a champion's shoulders, every moment carries emotion that words can barely hold. Nantz doesn't just commentate these moments, he lives them. His voice becomes part of history. When the crowd at Augusta goes silent, and one shot can change a legacy, you can feel the weight of everything through his words. And that's what makes his Mount Rushmore so powerful. It's not just about wins or scores, it's about the feeling. The pressure on the 18th hole. The disbelief after an impossible putt drops. The tears, the cheers, the silence before greatness explodes. Because at Augusta, legends are not just made, they are remembered forever. And Jim Nantz has been there for all of it, giving the world a front row seat to history, one unforgettable Masters moment at a time.